to see the windmills. Okay. You pronounce it. Okay. This is our last adventure before we leave the ship tomorrow morning early in Amsterdam. So we're going to stop here for a little bit. We'll go to Amsterdam later, and then we will be departing uh, Viking. And it's kind of interesting. I was surprised at the number of people that this is their first uh, time on a Viking cruise. I was really surprised. But the kind of prevailing opinion of it's also their last time on a Viking cruise. It just hasn't met expectations. The food's kind of mediocre. One person said Hilton prices and Red Roof Inn quality. Um, I mean, the staff generally is good. The first staff was much better, but they said that's a psychological thing. Well, no, the first staff knew our names, and they learned them right away, and they addressed them by the names. This staff doesn't seem to care who the heck we are as much. Um, so that I mean that is a quantifiable difference between the groups, as it were. But yeah, this is like where I put my pontoon boat in, except this is bigger than my pontoon boat by far. But those are our guides up there waiting to go on the great windmill excursion. So here we go. All right, this is up close and personal with a windmill. And we're doing about 15 knots on the wind or so. This little sucker's really moving here. Yeah, first time I've been this close to a windmill. You can kind of hear the thing go womp, womp, womp. We're actually going to get to go inside, so that's going to be kind of cool. Yeah, you don't want to come walking out here at night if you're not paying attention to what you're doing. That would be a surprise. And of course, the purpose of these is to pump water for the dikes, so the whole country doesn't drown. just for fun. Here's that deer again. And another view. Being an engineer, of course, that's really kind of a fascinating piece of equipment. Engineering. For being 300 years old. And there's the bottom pivot of that huge shaft we saw earlier. And here you can walk back outside. A lot more room down here. Yes. So that was quite amazing. Yes. And I wondered how they turned the thing, because the wind right now is out of the southwest, which I guess is predominant, but they rotate that thing, and it looked like it'd be hard to rotate. And they use this little capstan here, and they do chains, and they go to those little stations, and they can just winch the thing around. Kind of cool. Yes. Yes, danger, no entrance. I can kind of figure that out on my own. And I guess the only real function of these was to pump water, not like, I guess water wheels do grains and stuff. These things were for water to make it so they didn't flood. Could have more usable land. Alrighty. Windmills in the Netherlands.
So here is a big scoop.
Well, this is interesting. The wind just really calmed down. Oh, and in through that door, can't really see it, is the pump. But look at, we were really scooting around here, and now it's really slowed down.
Opens up when there's enough water going through the scoop wheel. That will open up by water pressure, and then the windmill is letting the water out on that side. The windmill pumps the water up about 6 feet. This reed area here at the back of the windmill, that's a huge reservoir that can contain our...
All right, the wind just picked up significantly, and this little sucker's winding up pretty good. It was amazing how it actually died down and stopped. And now it's really breezing and starting to pick up. Cool. All right, it's picking up pretty good here. No, it is made out of. It's on peat here. This whole area is full of peat. Brick's heavy, it tends to sink. So we had to raise the top, and you can see, it's kind of hard to see, but there's some different colors of brick up there where they raised the top and increased the brick so they could have better ground clearance here. Because you can't have the wings, they call them here, which makes sense. It is a wing hitting the ground. And the windmill adventure is done, and we board the ship. They're doing some repairs back there. They said they need about 4 hours. I don't know what that's about, but that's what they're doing. But yeah, even as we're getting ready to get off, some people were talking about they were underwhelmed by the cruise and they're not going to do it again. So it seems to be the rather pervasive feeling that they're not impressed, which is funny because everybody I talked to before talked about how fantastic Viking was and how much they loved it and stuff. So I'm a little surprised. I don't know if things have changed or what, but I hate to say it, it was a little underwhelming, and we're probably not going to do one again. But then I hear a lot of the travel agents have other companies that they say are quite good, and I know people have taken those. So I think we may use a travel agency, which is something we typically didn't do, especially as airline people. Maybe I can find some better deals, more fun. We'll see. Anyway, the adventure continues.